I did. All right. So this is going to be our first live podcast. We welcome everybody back to Trending Terror Tuesdays. And the plan is to do these live on Tuesday so that you could see the trending terror firsthand. And also you'll be able to tune in and see how Tyler makes faces at me and gives me dirty looks and bugs her eyes out. And yeah, never. I told her she was like a high school bully earlier while we were setting up. All righty. So, Tyler, how was your football weekend? I always like to start off asking that. I'm not just asking you about one team. I'm asking how was the weekend in general? Like, did you enjoy the games? No.
Saturday was good. Sunday was rough. Yeah, it was rough. I don't care about any other team when my team loses. Especially when they're against the Cowboys.
Do you, I'm asking for our viewers who going to want to like get into your personal lives. Mm-hmm. Do you have like a ritual that you set up? Like, I know back in the day, so back in the day I had gotten you a job at Tiffany's.
No, you didn't. Your name did, kind of. But they thought it was funnier that you didn't want me working there. And I was mad at you. So I went in, met with Joe.
Joe, if you're watching this, you can call and verify this. Me and Joe had a conversation about hiring you.
He might have walked away and like called you and been like,
no, I told him I was sending you there.
No.
Yes, 100%.
I was fighting with you. I called you afterwards.
I still did it.
You didn't even know I was going.
Yes, 100%.
Well, you definitely had a tracker on the car, so.
I didn't have a tracker. Oh, if you had the BMW, it has BMW Assist. But
yeah, well, I was never allowed to log into that app.
But going back, the point was, what was the point?
How I used to spend my football Sundays.
Oh, no, the point was not how you spent them. You had the job there. You were a football fan already. Mm-hmm. You work football games. You get all these people and you shit talk. So, like, I understand that we used to be a ritual. You used to go to a bar by your house sometimes. I remember stuff like that.
I used to go anywhere.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you have one now? I know you do like watch a lot with your mom sometimes. Like just trying to get.
Mary doesn't like.
She doesn't like football. Oh, baseball.
Football. I prefer watching it at home now, just because I'm a Jets fan. So it's kind of rough sometimes to be out. At least last season was. I mean, we're not that bad, but whatever. Anyway, but like I prefer to be at games. You know this. I go by myself.
I wasn't talking about games. I'm talking about like my America's Got Talent ritual. Mm-hmm. I set up the pillows. I get a blunt. I get a nice tea. Like I get some chips, and then I like prop in, and then I just like I'm in a little nook, and I just watch.
I mean,
like that's like my ritual. Like, does it come on? Like, do you prepare stuff ahead of time?
Not really. I kind of just like go with the flow. It really depends on who we're playing that day.
Do you have to have like 7 screens and cell phones for like the shit talking?
I normally have my laptop going just because I don't have screen and screen.
Okay.
So like I have Optimum and they like to play me a lot and they still charge me a lot. So I'm either flipping or I'll have one on my phone because I have Verizon as well. So I have NFL Plus.
Okay.
So, and then like I'll log into somebody else's account for like Red Zone or whatever. Okay. But like, yeah, I have multiple screens going.
I figured that.
Mm-hmm. Like when I have my she shed, mm-hmm. I will have multiple TVs.
Well, I would assume
it will happen.
It'll be like Buffalo Wild Wings. Just
yeah, exactly, and like a fryer in the back. It'll be great.
It's good. Before I ask you, I did want to ask you something about football, but before I do that, I should mention that this episode is being brought to you guys by the Green Hut. Green Hut is a marijuana delivery service in our area. New Jersey, we went legal. Was it this year or last year? 23 or 22. I know with the cards, everybody had cards for a good year or two. But I think just this last year, they made it legal for recreation. So dispensaries are popping up all the time. And around here, we have smaller dispensaries. They get their license and they're like delivery services. So you don't have to pay the crazy high prices. And we're going to talk about some of his stuff there. But Tyler, he sent us a bag of goodies. And
should I close my eyes?
She doesn't want to wait until the time that we were going to use for the sponsor.
Well, and also, I feel like people hate when there's all of a sudden like a commercial. Like, I know I do. Like, we'll be in the middle of a topic and then we're like, oh, well, let's take a break here. Like, no.
That's true. So if you see, it's like right here.
Oh yeah, I can't do it.
I have his logo. It's going to be here for the time. It's the Green Hut. And one of the things he gave us, and again, we'll do a segment in the middle and explain all his business. But one of the things he gave us, I'm showing it to them first.
I can see it though.
Are these. So I'm going to let her take a peek.
Oh, I caught that. It was recording. Okay, so wait. What is this? Sluggers?
So Sluggers, it looks like it's a little pack of...
Can I open it?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
I hope it is.
The whole idea of a review. What a sponsor.
Wait, it comes in a little tin. This is so cute.
It does.
I'm going to be a savage right now. Okay, so it does come in a little tin.
So here's the thing. While she enjoys that, we're going to continue. And then when we come back to that part.
Oh my God, this is the best tin. I think it's childproof. It is. Oh my God, Kevin, this is awesome. Was I allowed to say his name? I did. Sorry.
Whatever.
Is this a sticker or a card?
Did you get it open?
Yes, it's childproof. So okay, let me show you guys. Hold on.
So I guess we're going to do the commercial part now.
Yeah, you see this? You have to hit. You see
that way.
You have to hit both buttons at the same time, and I'm not.
You might as well show them what's inside.
I'm getting there. I still didn't see it. There was a card, and it's dark. Oh, okay. How am I going to do this without?
Take one out.
Okay, this is the winner because it came out. So with my non-manicure hand.
Does it have a name? Are they Toasties or did it have
this one? It says cookies.
No, the actual brand of the
Sluggers.
Oh, Sluggers is the name. So they're little tiny like travel J's, I guess, right?
Yes, and the container's so cute.
All right, so you can light that up and try it.
It's a baseball card because it's called Sluggers.
That's why I thought you were gonna be excited. You just caught that now.
Yeah, listen, it's because I haven't smoked. Sorry if I'm hurting anybody's ears. If you have AirPods in, I'm probably really annoying. So sorry.
He also gave us some. He gave us some bud that I rolled up, and we'll smoke that a little bit later. But I wanted to ask you.
Now?
Yeah, good.
Okay, cool.
Smoke it while we're talking.
Look how cute the little card is. Don't mind me.
One of the things, as you heard before, Tyler likes to go to football games.
And baseball games.
Sporting events.
Yes.
I am on the total other side of that because it's a bunch of crazy humans drinking out of control, can't control their emotions, and they go nuts. So did you see the fight at the Patriots game?
No.
Okay, so there was a fight. There's video of it, and I would have had it ready to go, but I forgot. But you can find it online. I googled it too.
Okay.
There's a fight at a Patriots game. It's just people in the crowd, just drunk and screaming at each other. Blah blah blah. Guy punches him in the face, falls down, dies. So somebody.
When was this?
Sunday. You can Google it right now if you want to look it up. I checked it before I came here when I heard of it. So here's my point. Let's just put ourselves in that. This would never happen to me because we all know that my reality and all that stuff would never happen.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine Tyler is like, oh, come on, you got to take me to the game, and I'm like, okay, come on, let's go to the game. And now I got this schmo in front of me, and he turns around and he wants to get pushed, and he needs a punch. I punch him, he dies. You shouldn't be fighting with people if you can't take a punch and you're gonna die. So now that football game that was just supposed to be like a great time is now changed to so one person's gone and his whole family has to deal with that. And the person that probably just took his girlfriend to the game to make her happy is now facing whatever. They haven't charged anybody yet, but somebody's going to get charged. You died.
Unless it was self-defense.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Hopefully the person who hit him just went, yeah, okay, just disappeared into the crowd. Well, they don't have anybody, right? They're questioning people, but there's nobody in custody. There's no charges. But yeah, guy died. Like literally just died.
Can I play it? It says images.
Yeah, I can bring it up. Yeah,
no, hold on. Because so I know from watching Mallory and everything like that certain channels will flag you if you use their.
Oh,
you know
that's
what
right.
I mean?
We're also on YouTube, so yeah, don't.
I'm just watching it for myself right now. because I need to see this.
I think if it was on the news, we can show it. If it's just a news thing.
Yes, but sometimes you're supposed to like.
Yeah, I have to go into the credits and give them.
Yeah.
So it's better just not to show, but you'll see it. Yeah, it's actually a really blurry video. You see some guy. Well, I don't even think it's the two people that are fighting. Somebody just walks over and punches the guy, and then he dies. Yeah, he's going to jail for the rest of his life when they find him.
I'm only getting pictures right now. They're not showing me a video.
You didn't get the video?
No. Well, not this one.
It was on TikTok. That's where I saw it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure I could find it on Twitter. Yeah.
But so just remember, like, after we do this podcast, this topic will be long forgotten about.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
Go
ahead.
No, I was just gonna remind you. So, like, in like November, when you're all bouncing up and down, and I go, "Oh, so somebody's gonna die today." Like, remember what I'm referring to. So,
like, it's crazy because there's so many fights at so many games, especially when they're like rivalry teams. No, I think somebody actually did die like last year or the year before, but that was in a parking lot and he like got jumped. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, no, I'm always, even when I lose, like, I'm a Jets fan. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll just talk shit. Like, when I went to the Buffalo game with Val up there, and we got stuck on a mountain for 7 hours because it was snowing. We lost, and it was freezing. And then I went in the parking lot, and, like, all the Buffalo Bills fans were, like, talking shit and everything like that. But they were wrong. Their facts were wrong. So I had to school them. And it felt nice. So it was fine. All right. Do you have a lighter and an ashtray?
I do. I don't have an ashtray, but I have a lighter. Coming right
at you. No. No.
Coming right at your kids. Ashtray. Just use my cup lid or something here.
Your cup lid? With the hole?
Just put it over there.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jesus, no. Like there was no bottom. Okay.
All right. So, did you want to try this too?
No. You can enjoy it in the background. We're going to continue our. Nice. I don't like the smoke unless it's in a backwood.
Well, I do. So, thank you, Kevin.
We'll talk more about Kevin. So, while you're enjoying that, why don't we talk about this lost plane? You actually were the one that told me about it. I hadn't seen anything yet, and you sent me. So first, you could tell me what you think, but I can tell you what I see in play here.
What do you mean? What do I think? I think, okay, so I was watching TikTok, obviously, and everybody was talking about it, and it's like, okay, is there like an eject button, like a big red button, and it says like, do not push, like. They said it was like a training exercise. Do you think he was just like, fuck it, let's see what happens? So why did he eject himself?
You want my take on this whole thing already? So, okay. If you haven't heard, it was, I think it was an F35 stealth fighter. And they have warheads on them. They're, armed and ready to go. The official story is they were doing training maneuvers and the pilot experienced some type of technical difficulty and ejected. To eject, and I'm not in the military, I don't go inside the planes, but I've seen enough. I believe it's like a handle that you have to like turn and pull.
Yeah, because you're in a capsule.
So it goes from 0 to 30 Gs in like a second. That's when you jump out. It's a rocket. There's rockets under them. It doesn't pop you out. When you pull that thing, the top flies away, and 30 Gs of force shoot you away from the plane. They said it's the most, like, people who have done it, it's the most horrible thing they've ever been through.
So I heard somebody say that, like, you could literally break your legs.
You could do a lot, 30 Gs. Like,
I don't know. Can't we go on one of those simulator things where
that's like 1 or 2? Yeah, it's supposed to be instant. I heard somebody say 30 today. That's where I pulled the number out of. So maybe they were lying.
I don't know what that means, but that's cool.
G-force. Like, okay, when you're in I don't know what the numbers are, but I know like 2-3 Gs is like your face is melting back.
Well, I don't either because I'm still poor, so I have to travel by car. So
I don't know how you could be poor if you're a part of Terror Talk. We're all extremely wealthy here.
Well, not plain wealthy, apparently, because I had to drive today.
Rick, are you working on a plane for me?
Yeah.
Or at
And a
least
laptop.
at least a helicopter. How is your little thing you're smoking over there?
It's really good.
It's really good.
Mhm.
So here's what I think. Combination of things. First of all, the U.S. military does not go on Twitter and say, "Hi, we lost our plane. If you see it, please call us at this number. It's not a lost dog." They don't do that. They barely tell us anything to begin with. If you didn't see that and go, "Oh boy, what are they trying to do now?" Here's what's going to happen. Today they said, "Oh, there's a debris field." But they had somebody from the military come on who said, "We don't know if that's it. They found some debris. Like, we
They
don't
found
know."
debris.
Debris.
They didn't
find
find plane debris.
No, they found debris.
Yeah.
So here's what I think. And it would make sense. I'll explain on the end. They put out they made sure to put it on Twitter so nobody misses it. It's not just like it was on like Channel 4 News. They put it out so that everybody could share and put it out there. Oh my God, we lost the plane. So what they're going to say eventually, right now it's, "Oh, we don't know what happened." That's just a lie to make us, because you can't just come out and say it, because then we would be like, say with the aliens, yeah, whatever. And we don't care. But if you pretend and then something gets, then everybody's like, "Oh, we knew it." They're going to say that the plane was overtaken by an alien force. The pilot had no control of the plane, so he ejected out of fear because he had to try to save himself. The aliens took the plane. The plane is going to come back, and the plane is going to bomb something with the bombs on the plane. And they're going to say that it wasn't us who did it. The plane was under control of the aliens. The aliens are now launching an attack on us. We have to fight back. That's not, it's called Project Bluebeam. They're going to put fake aliens. They're going to shoot lasers like Maui, but it's going to be like a hologram in the sky. And there'll be a plane above it in the clouds. It'll shoot a laser down, and it's going to look like it's coming from the UFO. And everybody's going to go, "Oh," and the poor little green guys literally doing the beep, boop, beeps are going to be there like, wait, but they're going to have little hats like USA, and they're going to be so sad that they can't come here. But there's no way that the military loses a plane and goes on Twitter and says, "Could you please help us find our plane?" That doesn't happen.
I mean, like,
That
if
doesn't
it crashed in somebody's like field.
No. So planes have black boxes.
No,
They said,
was off.
Yeah, no. They said, "Oh, it's not working. It went off."
Was in stealth mode, so that you can't be tapped into.
Something tells me that there's other ways to.
Something's making me feel like they wanted to send the plane somewhere and make it crash, and they're trying to pretend that like they weren't trying to like.
No, I fully believe that the missing plane is what we were supposed to believe. We're supposed to believe, "Oh my God, a pilot ejected and the plane just flew around on autopilot and then they couldn't find it."
I'm sorry, but like, even what the hell is it? Like treadmills, okay? Treadmills. Remember, they had that thing that you could like clip to you, and then this way, if you fell off the treadmill, it would turn off. Why do they not have that?
Well,
autopilot it back home.
That's the thing. Part of a pilot and ejecting, it's the last possible thing you do. Your job is to save that $1 million aircraft, not to just go, "Oh, I'm done."
80?
80 million or something like that, right? So that's not what you do. You literally take that as you're going to the ground, and you got like a beep, and you go, "Fuck it, get out!" Boom, and you pull the lever, and you go up before it crashes.
Yeah.
If you've watched videos of ejections, the plane's going down, and before it hits, the guy pops out.
Yeah.
He doesn't just go, "Okay, I've got it on auto drive."
That's what I'm saying. Like, did he just want to hit the button and be like, "Let's see if it really works"?
It was, again, at this point, I think we've seen that when they come out on the news and tell us something, our job is to go, "Okay, what are you not trying? What don't you want me to see?"
What did The Simpsons say?
I didn't see anything about this one. Oh. There's been so many about The Simpsons. One of the you actually just gave me a great segue, because I was going to mention this later. There's a movie called Cell. Have you seen it?
I feel like I did.
It's John Cusack.
I don't care about names.
And the guy with all the Morgan Freeman.
Oh, I like him.
The black. Okay. In the movie, they're in an airport or something. People are on their phones, and some type of noise comes out and it turns them into murdering, like zombie-like. It does something to their whatever, and so anybody that listened to it immediately turns aggressively violent, and they go and like zombies, like kill people.
Okay.
The main people in the thing don't have their phones on. October 4th, there is a nationwide presidential alert system. Okay, it's not the one we normally have. It's not the advisory thing. This is the presidential alert system. And on October 4th, every single TV, radio, cell phone is going to emit this alert. The tinfoil hat people like me are saying that on October 4th, shut everything off till it's over. Because, and here's again, some of them get a little too deep. I gotta explain it. People who are vaccinated have something in them that when this frequency interacts with it, frequencies are a real thing. Like I can use crystals and raise my bra. Something's going to happen with this sound, is what they think. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And it's going to make people either sick or crazy or have heart attacks, or this is part of the way to get rid of a bunch of people. So it's like they gave you all the shots and now they push the button and and some people will, some people won't. What do you think?
I need to know what time this is going to happen because my mom's having surgery on the 4th.
You can probably Google it right now, but was it like 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock? It's daytime. Mom, I don't know how long it's going to last, but you really need to have all your stuff off. Because even if you hear it and you're like, oh, nothing happened, you don't know that. You don't know what could have happened that's going to happen in 6 months from now.
Well, my thing is I'm already crazy.
We're talking like death or disease or your body will start attacking you. So over the next year or so, your health will decline. You'll start getting sick. You'll think it's other things, but it'll be that.
But that's not my reality.
Is it though?
No.
It's not mine.
No.
None of this is my reality.
This was the possible thing. I thought it was just going to be ear piercing and annoying.
Not knowing something doesn't remove it from your reality.
It does, because my reality, a year from now, I'm going to be sipping pina coladas on the beach.
That will do it. No, with me, you could tell me about, in the last 2 months, everybody I know has had COVID for a week or two, again, and they're quadruple vaccinated. Oh, I've got 7 boosters. Oh, but I got COVID, but it wouldn't have been this bad. What? No, it doesn't I don't know.
I mean, whatever. To each their own. I'm vaxxed. I think I have the second, maybe the third.
So did you get the one that you had to get 2 shots for it to be active, or it was all in one?
Yeah, I got Moderna.
So that's the all in one, right? Because I had Pfizer. Pfizer, they give you one. Your body does something, and then you get the next one, and then it does something else.
Yeah. That's the one my mom got.
Right.
I got the other one. I wanted Johnson & Johnson, but then shit hit the fan literally the week before I was scheduled, and I was like, oh, can I change it? So I got the other one, and I think I got 3 rows on my card filled out. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure.
My father, my uncle, he's whatever, but I just talked to him today. He's I think there's another booster out. I'm gonna have to go get it. I don't get it. Rick is quadruple boosted. He's been sick for 2 weeks on COVID. Up and down. This COVID is really a hard.
It's literally in the shot, isn't it?
So that's how a vaccine works.
Yeah.
For the layman, this is the cold virus.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You have 2 ways. You have 2 ways to get a thing.
Yeah.
You either catch the cold and your body builds up the natural antibodies, which is what happens with me.
Mm-hmm.
I get next to somebody. Prime example. I worked an art party last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
When I left here, my body was going through the defense motion. I started to phlegm up a little. I could feel stuff, and I went, "Oh, people were walking around here sick and sniffling and dying." But I got excited. See, normally people go, "Oh no, I'm getting sick." I was excited because I know my body runs perfect.
You're weird.
Yeah. So that was my body. That was like getting a shot. My body was taking whatever that was, saying, "Okay, now we know how to fight it. Let's get rid of it." And by the next morning, I was perfectly fine.
When I was bartending, the 2 jobs, because I was in Short Hills, I was still at Tiff's, and I was working bingo or something like that. I had 3 jobs at one point. I was never sick because I was surrounded by cooties.
Yeah.
surrounded. Like I was literally taking their dirty plates from them.
Mm-hmm.
I would have like this huge ass bus tub surrounded, never sick, not one day. Thank God though, because I didn't have any sick days as a bartender. But yeah. Oh, I got it. How did we even get there?
Yeah, where?
Talking about this?
What were we talking about?
That's what I said.
I knew you didn't know. That's why I was trying to see where you're going.
Okay, I get it now.
Because I do that all the time.
I get it now.
We were talking about the emergency alerts, right?
Yes. Okay, so I need to know what time it is.
Can you check? Can you Google?
I can't right now, but I guess I can.
How is that feeling?
It's really good.
It's good?
Yeah.
While you
Do
look
you
that
want
up,
a little bit?
no, while you look that up, I'll
have a
actually.
little baby bit.
No, it's fine. I don't enjoy weed unless it's in a blunt. Other than that, I don't even really want it. Let's talk a little bit about Kevin and the Green Hut. You're using, so I can't share that picture.
Yes,
I can? Okay. So let me put up his.
I hope so.
You just pulled yourself out of something and messed up all the.
Oh no.
I don't know what you just did.
No, I didn't. I'm still here. It still says I'm sharing.
All right, let me just move this back over. There we go. And
you did it. Take it back.
It was me. So let me put this on solo, full screen. Put that there. No, I wanted to put up his
link.
The picture you have sharing here for him.
I have to go.
All right. So while you're looking at that, I'll explain a little bit about Kevin and the Green Hut.
Mm-hmm.
So the Green Hut is a delivery service for marijuana, and some of the product he gave us, he carries a wide selection of flour. It's all premium flour. He actually gave me a little tidbit here that I'll put on the screen, and it says our flour is organically grown, small batch, micro-grown from Oregon. You cannot get our flour anywhere on the East Coast. Did I spell micro wrong? It looks like I got a J in there. Whatever. He figured it out. All right, so let me pull this down. And as you can see here, he does, if you go to the website, you can see the hours. You'll be able to see a full menu. His products change every few days.
7.
7 what?
Every 7 days.
Every 7 days. I've actually seen him do sooner than that, but
his menu is just always like delicious. So
it is. He has a really good selection here. So all right, let me get this off, and then I'll be able to show you guys some of the things he got. We can exit that.
I made a mess.
All right. So some of the things he gave us, just so you get an idea, we got a saucepan, disposable pen. He gave us some Jeter pre-roll. It's covered in keef. Probably it's infused. And again, all this stuff is on the website. I just want to show you some of the stuff and go over how it works. And from my experience, you place an order. He usually processes the order within 1 to 3 to 4 hours. You usually have your stuff. On the busier days, he does that on his Telegram. He keeps you up to date on the delivery times and stuff like that. He does also have a what do you call it? A reward. So like every time you order, he punches your thing, and all the discounts that I had listed on the screen there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to light up this bud that he gave us. I'm going to tell you guys to check him out at greenhutdelivery.com.
I have the lighter.
So why don't you light this up?
No, it's okay. You light it. Yeah.
And topic. We covered everything.
Okay. Well, 2:20 on October 4th is when it's going to start.
Okay.
The alarm, and it's going to go for a minute. So everybody set an alarm. Wait. Okay, set an alarm for like 2:18.
No. Set your alarm for like 11. Shut your phone off a good couple hours before and a couple hours. If I was going to jap you, I'd be like, yeah, I'm doing it at 11:02.
Well, then you're going to get me because
I need you. See, here's the thing. You're attached now to my reality, and this stuff is all fake to me.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But I take the precautions because you never know if something is, blasted out there.
No. Yin and yang. Come on, we got this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I do have, I can go a little crazier on you guys. If something were to happen, let's just put it like, say, just a nuclear bomb blasted, right?
Don't say that word around me.
I don't, because she's the nuclear bomb. I won't die. I will wake up from a dream and I'll be in a new reality. That's how it works for me.
Okay.
And I know you think I'm crazy and all that. I have an uncle. He won't watch this because he doesn't watch my stuff, but he likes to go on social media and give me a hard time about all the stuff that I like or that I'm into. It's not really that I'm into the truth. It's not. And I posted a thing today that basically says that mushrooms are good for you. They build neurotransmitters.
I love them, so I'm all for it.
Oh, I found out that your QB does ayahuasca.
Yeah,
that's a whole. I haven't even done that.
That's what I was asking you about. I was like, how do I get my hands on some so I could like slip it into them at the game? Just kidding.
No, Heather can get it. She's a shaman.
I don't know if you're allowed to see this stuff.
Ayahuasca's not illegal.
Oh,
it's an herb. It's bark from a tree.
So then why was everybody freaking out over it?
Maybe, put it this way. For somebody to realize that it was illegal and you get in trouble, they'd have to know what this like bark mud water was that you had. And nobody's going to...
what it looks like?
It's mud water. It's the most disgusting like mud water. They make it from bark and leaves and...
If somebody told me they were taking mud water, I would not sit there and have a hissy fit. I would be like, you do you, bro. Like,
there was on YouTube, I don't remember the name of it. It was a reality show. It was one season of people that would go do the ayahuasca before what they went through and then what happened afterwards. It was people that should have been going to like a mental institution were going to this retreat, having crazy breakthrough and coming out like, oh my God, I'm like a different person. And then they would follow up like 2-3 months later and they'd be like, my life has changed. I don't do it. And it's like, what?
So
it's even a little much for me to like want to do that because I've done shrooms and I've left my body where I can see myself, but I feel like I'm still attached with my silver cord so I can come back. Sometimes I can't come back when I want, but I know that I'm always able to come back. With ayahuasca, people have said
silver.
Oh, that's just what I've heard. You're attached by a silver cord. I don't know if it's just a reference or if it's real.
Okay. But you've done shrooms, but ayahuasca.
I've heard that you literally like just go. Like people think like you're just gone, like you're never coming back. You experience this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can come back. I don't know that I need to do that.
Okay, so did you like read about my QB?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if like we're allowed to like say his name or like if we would get in trouble. So whatever.
Just to set
Everybody
the record,
obviously knows who.
Yeah, I'm never gonna read about somebody who makes millions of dollars because I don't care what they do with their lives.
No, but it was like the ayahuasca story.
But
like,
I don't care because he makes millions of dollars.
So whatever.
You don't get to be a meditation person like me because when we have millions of dollars, then we can call and be like, I have a millionaire ayahuasca night. But until then, I don't. You know how I am with celebrities.
All right. Well, you know how I am. So
starstruck.
No, but like whatever.
Hi, I'm a fan. They go, yeah. Thanks.
So how's that blunt?
I'm trying to get it started and then I'll actually share it. I've lit it 7 times. I feel like this podcast has just been all about weed and like 7 seconds of talking. Listen, you guys got to get to know us. I wanted you to see us interacting. You're going to start to see so much of us, you're going to get sick of it. So be prepared.
Okay, but wait. So he literally went into like a cabin for like an extended weekend, I think. I don't remember how many days. Did the ayahuasca and like decided if he was gonna like retire or come to the Jets. And he came to the Jets. So like I am all for it. Like
yeah,
have Heather find it.
He saw the whole plan. I'll go to the Jets. on the first game, I'll snap something. They'll still pay me, and I can go meditate and just be happy. It's a pretty good plan.
No, stop. He's sad. We're all sad. It's still too soon.
I don't think he's
about
sad. Too soon to talk about. I make death jokes 7 minutes after somebody dies. It's never too soon.
Oh, you didn't have to go anywhere. I'm gonna literally hit this once and then
all right, well, you can put it out because I don't want to. I'll save it toward in here.
You have it like I'm voting.
Banana boating.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a cute little tin. I didn't get to see that.
Don't touch it.
Okay. I guess I'll give. On our first episode, we talked about all these things we're going to be going to do. And
wait, did you already tell them what kind of bud you rolled? Yeah, I think so, right?
In the beginning, I mentioned that he gave us. Oh no, I never did. I said treats. So that strain was Studilato. Studilato.
Yeah.
Studilato. Studilato. Studilato is one of the ones he gave us to smoke. It's smooth. You saw I took a bunch of big hits on camera. No coughing. She hit it. No coughing. I know what we can do. Why I have you here. Can you go online and pull up a breath test? And I want to do it with you.
Oh, okay.
While she does this, I'm gonna explain something. We go on TikTok and we find these breath tests where it's, inhale, and then it says like, okay, hold your breath, and then it goes through these like things. So did she send me one, or did I send it to you? The first one?
To me.
I think I sent you two the first time. I sent you one, and then I sent you another one, and I was
whatever.
Like, so the second one, she's like, yeah, I did it, no problem. It took me 3 tries, and on the third try, I was like, she sends me one this morning. I kept my eyes closed. I don't want to see the time. I ran out of oxygen. I fought until literally my body was like, nope. And I was halfway through this thing. And she's like, I made it the whole way. It's got to be 3 minutes. Nobody can hold their breath that long.
I swear to God, I struggled at the end. Like, I was like,
well, we're
really
going to see. I got to ask you a question.
You can put your finger here.
I got to ask. No, I trust you. I got to ask a question, though. How is a minute worth of holding our breath going to play out on airtime? Like Spotify and all those.
Oh, no. You'll have to talk.
I was going to say you did, because I already know I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to you guys why and then she's going to say, oh, you made me laugh, and that's why I couldn't do it.
Well, I can't look at you. That's for sure. Hold on. I have to figure this out.
Because there's no way she's holding her breath for 3 minutes. If she can really hold her breath that long, she can come on every flight I ever take. Because we crash, I'm just going to grab on her and just put my mouth on the side of hers and be like, give me some of that. I'll take a straw and stick it up your nostril and suck some oxygen out. What else can I cover while you're looking for that? Oh, what I was going to say is on our first episode, we talked about investigations and some stuff we were doing. We are still working on it. And she had to take a little break to do some top secret government stuff, maybe try to clear her name from the watch list and some other interesting things. But she's back, so we're gonna pick up. We did a couple of podcasts remote while she did her time over there and wherever she was.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're getting at.
The retreat.
Yeah, my retreat. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't want people to think that we said we were going to do all these investigations and then they're watching, looking for them, and we don't do them. They are coming. We have. Can you explain what the one is while you're looking it up? I don't know the details.
No, because I just found it. So.
Oh, okay. So are you going to do this?
Yeah. Hold on.
All right. You let me know when you're going to start. Put the volume so we can. Oh, you can't do the volume, can you?
I don't know. I have to. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm already on.
I don't need it. I'm not doing it.
Biscuit.
You just do it.
I know, but I have to find it. I'm already at the honey biscuit, and I know I sent it recently.
The honey biscuit's good if you guys haven't seen that. I saw them on a live. They're doing lives now, and they just sit there at the keyboard and they sing other songs. They have other ones other than Taste the Biscuit. It's actually, I don't want you to blaspheme the song. It's Taste the Biscuit. Love that honey sauce. We really need that queued up at all times in its episode.
Yeah.
That needs to go. Tyler is definitely not my Robin Quivers because it's taking 7 hours to pull up one video that she sent me this morning.
Did I really? I definitely did not send it this morning.
So you sent it last night because I woke up to like seven or 8 things.
This one is the
Put up the.
That's about the plane.
Put up the website again for our sponsor. It's greenhutdelivery.com. I do have to mention, I should have mentioned this earlier. Green Hut is a referral only business. So when you go to the website, you want to place your order and you text him, he's going to ask how you heard about him. Just say that you saw it on the podcast and he will take care of you.
Michael, are you sure?
Tyler, you sent it to me this morning.
No, where did I send it?
TikTok.
I'm on TikTok. I did not. You lie like a rug.
She just doesn't want to do it.
No.
All right, well, if she can't find it.
I mean, like, I can look for, like, a random one, I guess. What were I looking?
Because, no, that one was longer than all the rest. Try WhatsApp. Maybe you sent it to me for look right after my good morning. No, you didn't. All you said was good morning and then disappeared. While she's looking, I'll tell you another fantastic thing that Tyler does. I still haven't figured it out. I'm waiting for an explanation someday. But this is a phenomenon that happens. Normally, whichever one of us wakes up first, there's a good morning and a return. And then it usually goes into some TikTok sending, some stuff like that, some comments back and forth. And then I go do my thing. She goes, does her thing. We text, we meet, a call, whatever happens. That's a normal, there's throughout the day. On a day that Tyler is coming up here, this is multiple. It happened again Saturday. It happened today. It happened last time. She wakes up in the morning and she says, good morning. And then not only does she not text you all day, she doesn't even read any incoming text because in her mind, she's leaving at 4:18. She doesn't need to know anything else. Nothing else that I have to say matters at that point. And then, so I know on days I'm seeing her that I just wait and I'll either get just loaded the car, just got on the parkway, or on my way, be there in an hour, don't rush, gonna stop for something.
There's fun stories.
Yeah. But can you explain to me the process of what happens that you just say good morning and then like what happens for those next however many hours? Because now I should point out that on those days when she doesn't read or message, she does still send TikToks and stuff. So there's zero communication on the text message phone call part of it. But the TikToks, the Instagram, they come in, bling, 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 bling. But you can't write anything because you won't answer it. So just maybe you can help me understand what goes on in your mind. That like there has to be something where you wake up and say, all right, I'm going there. It's probably something as simple as I gotta fucking see him later. I'm not doing this right now. And the phone goes off. But no, Saturday she came up and she helped me at a party. And it was the same thing. Like I knew she was coming, but it's like you just have to wait. Like I know she'll be here. She's not gonna let me know. There's no confirmation in the morning. Like I'll see you later. Yeah, have a good day. I'm gonna start getting ready. I'll just talk to you when I'm on my way. It's nothing. It's just good morning and then silence, and then you just wonder all day. I showered and was literally just sitting. It was like 4:15, and I'm like, well, I'll find out soon enough if we're gonna make this live podcast tonight. And then right on cue, I got just loaded my car. I'll be leaving in a few. And then when she got here, well, I had to stop here. It's just so. All right, I know I know you haven't been breathing for the last 2 minutes, but can you explain the mindset of how this plays out? See, sometimes I don't think she realizes that other people catch on to these things because this is the reaction you get. I pointed out a good one at the behind the bar the other night that I'm not going to say here, but I was like, right, Tyler, that's it. And she had the same reaction. She died because it's like, oh. So please, I'm gonna brush my beard here. Why you give me a why do explain? There must be something happens in the brain.
So I text you in the morning.
Do you have the button?
Yeah.
I want it for this explanation. Oh, I'm there. Little technical difficulties in the background. Sorry, guys.
Okay. So I text you in the morning so you know I'm alive.
I get that.
Okay.
I get that.
And then
you said that the one day you're like, no good morning. Feel like the good morning's like the bathroom. I have a bathroom test from my father. If the door's closed, I know we made it another day.
Mm-hmm.
If I wake up and the door is open, I go, uh-oh. So that's like my good. But it's funny. Normally I get up first unless you have to take your mom somewhere or you have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll get like a 6 a.m. good morning. I'm just going in for bed sleep at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I literally just woke up from the floor and I'm going into the bed. I have a little TV cave room that I have a like meditation pillow floor set up that I like to stay in. But so again, please, I want to enjoy this and you explain me.
No. So like I text you in the morning so you know I'm alive. And then it's like I leave it up to you in case you want to be like, oh, hey, we're rich, so you don't have to worry. Like, just pack a bag. We're flying somewhere. That doesn't happen. So then I know that I like still have to come up. Or
so is the silence you waiting for me to cancel?
Well,
I'm just trying to figure this out. So we do Trending Terror Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times we either record on Sunday, Monday, sometimes on Tuesday, but we always get it done on Tuesday. Yesterday, you were all ready to come up here and record,
and it was raining.
It was one of the reasons she's on this show, and a very small one, is to keep me motivated, to keep everything flowing, to have us go doing this stuff for you guys. Yesterday, I woke up and I just didn't feel like being podcast Michael. It just didn't feel right yesterday. She was raring it. I'm up. I did this. It's rain. I'm still coming. Today's the day. When she said today's the day, I was like, oh boy, I can't cancel because like she's ready to go. Happy pills are in. Like she's ready to go. But I wanted to try our first one live on Tuesday so that maybe people get like, oh, on Tuesdays I can put on YouTube and watch this live. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out a time. We tried to do this at like 5 o'clock. We wound up getting on at like 9. And
I still don't know how to make a slideshow.
She was trying to do a slideshow for our sponsor. We're gonna give him I'll make a little commercial that we can play in here for you guys. But
definitely go check out his website though. I'm not even kidding you. Like it's just a really, really good menu. Like I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Like, should I like share the screen and just like show the website? He
also has a really good designer that works on all his stuff. His name's George, not the George you know, just a random George. I've actually talked to him about helping me on some projects in the future, which he agreed. He's really good. He does good graphic work. He knows video stuff. And he's the one that does all his menu design. That's why it looks amazing. So,
okay, so wait.
George.
I'm like having a smart moment, I guess. So I just saw Sluggers on the menu. And you get 5.7 pre-rolls. THC. Well, this one's different because this one is 42 cookies.
This is smoking slow. It's potent. Kevin always has some of the best bud. I use about 3 or 4 local people. I've told you this before, I get strain tolerance real good. What did you just say, Lim? I get strain tolerance. So if I smoke the same thing 2 or 3 blunts, I don't even bother. So it also works with batches of weed. So like if I buy Kevin's weed after 3 or 4,
why you always get like a small amount?
That's why I always buy 8s. Because if I buy quarters, by the time I'm 2 or 3 blunts in, I'm not feeling it anymore. So the same with Kevin. So I'll get like 2 or 3 things from Kevin. I'll do 2 days of mixing. You know, I like to mix. Yeah. So I mix. By the 3rd day, none of it's working anymore. So then I go to Wayne and I get Wayne's weed because it's from a different grower. Somehow that works. I get, oh my God, it's then Wayne's weed starts to work. Wayne weed. So then I go to Astro, the new kid that I found. And Astro's weed just hits different. But after 2-3 days of smoking his, it's like, okay, now it's just normal weed. Then I'll rotate and I'll go back to Kevin. So by switching to different ones, it's like I was trying to explain this to you last night. You were laughing at me. When I smoke, how do I describe it?
I get it.
The me inside that's awakened and realizes that I'm just in here, nothing changes. My body can get slower or sluggish or shake a little bit, but the awareness inside doesn't change.
I haven't seen you shake.
Oh no, if I smoke like a sativa, I'll get like little tremors. But that's just the response to what I'm putting in my body and happening. I never get to the point where I'll be like, before I was awakened and I lived in Lake Hiawatha, I would vape, and I would get like, I had to go to the rendezvous one night for an emergency, and I got lost on a straight road. The road from my house that night, the road from my house goes straight to the rendezvous. And 3 times I was on the road and I went, oh my God, where am I? And I had to pull over and I'm like, oh, I'm on the same road. That's how that doesn't happen anymore because it's like, this is the body that's smoking. I'm trying to get this in camera. This is the body that's smoking. You guys are all inside there. I'm here. So the body smokes, but my consciousness does not. Like you see, like I'm smoking with you and everything's normal. You look like you're slowing down.
I mean,
yeah, but I'm saying that's normal. So what I was trying to explain, like I'll be watching TV and one of the secret weed ghosts just comes in, punches me in the face, and I just knock out. And then I wake up, I'm like, oh, that's because the weed finally got strong enough that it made my body sleep.
I never get there.
But I'm not the whole time.
I get it. Like if something like we're walking or like someone rather, you'd wake up. Like you're not in a deep sleep. You're
the point I'm trying to make is when I smoke, there's no moment where I'm like, oh, I'm high. The worst I get is like a head rush. Like it feels like you got like low oxygen where I'm like, okay. Whoa. But my thoughts are still just like, wow, this feels weird. Like nothing ever takes over and it's like, oh, I'm high. Like I don't get that anymore. Even when I take shrooms, there's a YouTube video of a simulation of what it looks like when you take mushrooms, how things move and what you see. I showed it to Heather and I said, is that what you see? And she watched it and she went, oh my God, yes, it's exactly. None of that. I take shrooms and I start to feel like this buildup in my body that's very uncomfortable. It's like, ugh. And then my head right in the front here gets like pressure. And I know that if I close my eyes at that point, I can leave my body. If I don't close my eyes, I just sit there and it feels like a heavy, annoying body high. But if I close my eyes, boom, I'm gone. Like gone. One day with Heather, I was traveling, and I'm like, okay, now I'm at the pyramids. Like, I'm going. And then I shot somewhere, and I was telling it to her the whole time.
You shot somewhere?
I shot somewhere. Not shot someone, somewhere. I shot off somewhere. Actually, that's funny you said that. The two nights ago, I've told on all my podcasts and I don't dream, I travel. I have 3 or 4 different realities where I have the same job, the same friends, and I do everything the same in that reality. So it's just like here. Like here I have whatever. I go to these when I sleep. When I wake up, it's always the same. There's certain people in certain ones. And so there's some that are similar to what I'm living now. I feel like they're a little bit in the future. And there's other ones where I don't know what's going on. Like there's one where I'm still in law enforcement. I live in the ghetto. I live in an apartment building. It's up here. It's almost one of those like hotel apartment. It's horrible. And when I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, why don't I just leave that? Why do I still go there? But anyway, why was I telling you this? I was telling you because it's traveling.
Oh yeah.
So I go to these different places. I travel. The other night when I woke up, I was in one of my similar ones. You were there. Heather was there, and there was a guy that I can't picture who he is. He might just be a friend from that reality that I don't know yet. Someone walked in my house. Wait, was it my house? It was a version of my house, the way I see it. They had a gun. You 3 all obeyed, and I was sitting on the floor, and I literally was like, okay, and went to like push myself off, but I keep my gun right here where I sit. Literally shot him like 4 or 5 times, and then I popped up, and I was like, oh. And I'm like, oh, wow. Well, I guess Mike has to deal with all that nonsense now. But it's
Well,
funny you said shot somebody because I literally 2 nights ago just shot somebody.
well, you don't have to worry because your next traveling dream, whatever, you can have me have the gun. Because did I ever tell you about that date I went on? And the kid, literally, first time I went on a date with this guy, he took me to a shooting range.
Okay.
Like
He didn't know you. He didn't know you.
he didn't tell me what we were doing.
Oh.
So that night, like I got ready, whatever, and I meet up with him, and he's like, "All right, we go." And we pull up to like the shore gun down by my house, like literally down the street, shooting range. And I look at him and I go, "What? You're gonna trust me with a gun? What?" He's like, yeah, it'll be fine. They like give you like a little video, a little class, and like you're good. Yeah. And I was like, okay. 30 minutes later, I was like aiming at a target and like totally getting it. I feel like I still have the target somewhere, but it was great.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I mean, yeah.
There's a gun range 2 minutes from my house, and I'm fully stocked with weapons.
Yeah.
Handguns, anything you want.
Yeah, but like.
So if you want to go, we could definitely do a live. So you must have just met this guy. He didn't know you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, first date. Literally first date. I was like, wow. You've got balls.
Anybody that knows Tyler, you don't do that.
No.
Well, I guess there wasn't drinking involved. So.
Not yet. We went out drinking after.
We just had this talk.
You can't be drunk.
We just had this talk about axe throwing places.
Oh, yeah, no.
These places, to me, are a phenomenon. You allow people to come in, have alcoholic beverages, and then step up to a line. You get an axe. It's not even on a chain. Like it's like in the.
I know.
At least when you go down the shore, like the BB like machine guns, they have them chained in the front and back, so you cannot turn it. Like you can only aim it at the target. Because people will just turn and start shooting. No, they just give you here's your axe. Okay. We live in a world where there's school shootings. People go and they do horrible things. What makes you think that someone's not going to go, thank you, and just turn and go, ha, 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 and throw it at someone? I
mean, I don't know, but like, thank God we haven't heard any stories.
I will never. We're going to Wind Creek on Friday. There's an axe throwing place there. And I'm going to walk by and look in. I'm not stepping foot in that place.
Yeah, no.
Because I just couldn't imagine. Like, tempers flip. Guy just got punched at the Patriots game and died. What if the guy had an axe in his hand? When you've been in that moment, you don't know what you're doing. You do it and then you go, oh boy.
Yeah, but I don't never get scared.
No?
Unless my life was like threatened. But wait, I have a question. I was about to raise my hand before.
You're gonna raise it?
Yeah.
Can you do that in here? There's like a button you push and it like
I don't know. Yeah. You drink ayahuasca?
Yes.
Learn something new every day.
When you go home tonight, YouTube ayahuasca ceremony.
I'm literally.
You can watch them. First of all, so after you drink, it's supposedly the most disgusting thing you'll ever drink. I see people make faces. Whatever. I lifted for 30 years. I've drank concoctions. I just swallow. It doesn't matter. About 20 minutes or so, the purging starts. Yes, that means things come out from every opening because you're cleansing the energy. So right now, you could feel great. Right now, talking about you feel great. Every time you've gotten mad in the last however long you can remember, and you're just like, it's in there. Ayahuasca gets it all out. So all that stored energy. So the other thing that happens is when you do hold that energy in and you don't release it, it turns on you. Your energy it gets stuck in places, and that's why people get stressed, they get heart attacks, the energy needs to flow. Ayahuasca removes it. So you mouth, ass, people. I've heard stories about people that are leaning over. You have to bring your own bucket. Lauren went right by New Hope. You know New Hope by the flea market we went to?
Yeah,
that little crazy town. So she found a retreat, and they told you have to bring your own puke bucket. She said everybody had a Home Depot bucket because it's the only bucket you could find. So everybody walks in with an orange Home Depot bucket.
What about a Lowe's?
I guess nobody went to Lowe's. Everybody went to Home Depot. But yeah, so you drink it, and then within like 20 minutes or so, your body just goes, uh-oh. and you just rah. And like I said, I've heard stories where people are like head in the bucket, rah, and then the other end just goes rah, and they have to run. Like they have showers at these places. It's horrible. Then you go through like you see things and you go
Why
through
wouldn't you bring
trauma.
2 buckets?
I mean, do you really want to drop your drawers? So they do it in like a big circle. You all just sit on a mattress. So you're puking next to this person who could be like, ha, 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 like laughing. Everybody's having their own experience. I would be pretty, I mean, you're cute and all, but if you dropped your drawers next to you like in a bucket while I was talking to my mom, I don't think I'd be too thrilled with that idea because that's just going to make me want to puke. So they have bathrooms and showers. And
Okay, but you made it sound like they were pooping themselves.
some people do because they don't. Imagine you being like, I'm not going to poop myself. And then you're like, raw, oh. That's what happens.
Don't you cleanse yourself prior though? Like I would think that you would detox and like not eat anything that would make you poop yourself.
They do put you on a special diet so that you don't have any bad reactions and it's pure and
What are you
clean.
going to title this topic?
I haven't figured. I was thinking that before all the things we talked about. I might just put what was the
Hello.
original? I might just put lost plane, then got high, and then we'll just babble or lost plane and babble. This was actually the Green Hut delivery episode. He was supposed to get 2 minutes. He wound up getting like 47, and we're still talking about it. That's right. Kevin's a really, really, really good friend of mine. I wish him the best. I hope his business turns into one of the biggest things around here. He's a great guy. And I'm not just saying that because he sponsored us. Like we met, he came to my original Abyss, which was in Rockaway, and he wanted to have an event for his business. So I hosted like Wayne used to do, but he just did himself. He was the only vendor. He invited all his customers, like a customer appreciation. He offered deals. He got food and drinks, and people, they had a nice, like, you know, like a night, but he was the only vendor. Okay. So it was like, you know, again, customer appreciation, deals, specials. And that's how we met. And he went and took me like into the little secret, like where he keeps the stuff. Like nobody ever comes in here. We went under like a stairway. And, like, yeah, opened it up. Okay. There was like a
okay. Yeah. Too much. Too much. I got you, Kev.
Yeah, she got you. Now. But yeah, so he showed me around and like so. One of the things I showed you with his delivery. I guess we're talking about Kevin again. His delivery service.
I love his menu though. Oh my god.
He has an app. Like DoorDash.
Yeah.
So you place the order and you used to get, and now you get like a thing like, hey, follow your driver. And I'm like watching him. I'm like, yo, bro, don't turn there. Like, go this way.
So like, you know, like how we used to get Bud. Like, you know.
No, I don't. Oh, I used to get it from that guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get say his name.
Okay, yeah. So we used to get it from him. So like, yeah, we would text it, but like, it was different. Like, cool. So when you had sent me the website the first time, I was like shocked by the website. I was like, wow, this guy goes hard. Like he really does a menu. And then I saw, no, I'm okay, thank you. And then I saw like, oh, he's got like the point system. He's got like a discount. He's got this delivery. And back then it was like all New Jersey. I didn't hop on it quick enough, but I was.
I think the reason he's up here. So if somebody from like your area places an order, he heads down, he gets stuck in traffic. Now all the people that are up here that are like, order. The driver's stuck down there or like sitting on the bridge in an accident. I think that's why he like moved it. And I think during summer times he extends, but we're summer ended. So now it's, summer. I forget what months, but summer he does.
You keep blocking your
delivery down there. He does delivery down there.
I mean, that makes sense. Whatever. I'm always up here now. Anyway.
Always.
Yeah. Saturday.
She's been here. She's been here
you're
twice.
Starting a pattern.
She's been here twice. I'm not complaining.
Starting a pattern.
Her retreat went from like 2 weeks to like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we found out that she was watching a live and not coming to work.
Listen.
She would disappear for hours. And being the nice person, I said that when she went on this retreat, I won't try to tune in. He still showed me everything anyway. But anyway, I won't tune in and I won't do anything. And She's watching other people's
I
lives.
mean, I was telling you about it.
We have our own podcast to do, and she's and I'm like, okay, she's just resting. Yeah, she's
no, but listen, I would literally put it on my laptop, plug in my laptop so it wouldn't die, and I would stream this dude's live stream like I was gonna find this guy in the bushes from the frigging computer. Like I would get asleep,
messages that we should go look for him, because I used to do that. I used to hunt people. So she's like, we should go find him.
And like, I'm just a nice person.
Because the SWAT teams are just gonna let me walk. Oh, I'm just looking around. Hold on, don't mind me.
Well, I mean, like,
I used to do this 30 years ago. Don't mind me.
He was slipping the perimeter, so like we could have been at that slipping point, and I would have been like, "Essay, hop in the trunk," and then I would have drove straight to the police station, and I would have been like,
"Wasn't he like 4'2"?
Yeah, he was short.
He would have came out of the woods. I just would have went boop. He would have went to sleep. I would have drove the police. I went, here you go. You want to wake him up?
He didn't like really speak English. Yeah, so I guess you would have had to just knock him out because he wouldn't have understood get in the trunk. I would have just opened it and been like.
We actually have a case that we're going to be doing. She doesn't share the information, but it's going to be good.
I don't want to until.
Yeah, it's a good one. We're going to bring Heather and see if we can get answers. I'll stay vague about everything.
Yeah. I don't want to like drop any names.
Yeah, no, there was a request to see if maybe some new information could be found.
Yeah.
And I've already spoken to Heather, who she believes she can give the answers that everybody's looking for. And with that, maybe we can find out some new stuff. So it's going to be a good one. Again, I guess you're waiting for some stuff before you release it.
Yeah, because like it wasn't ours to be.
Right.
Yeah.
We were just asked to like kind of supplement. But, we'll still talk about it.
Of course. Yeah. I just don't want to drop anything till like. That's fine. I know she started talking about it. So when I talk to her.
Okay.
I will.
But we do have that coming along, and.
Go ahead.
I think we can wrap it up. I think we gave Kevin enough airtime on this podcast. We did talk about we talked about the fight, and we talked about the airplane. So again, I'm going to wrap up with that. I think what's coming next is going to be something with the plane, but they don't have control. The debris field, they're not saying it was a crash plane. They're just saying they found a debris field. And I watched one of the news stations this afternoon. They had somebody from the military. And when the reporter said, well, did they find anything in the plane? He goes, well, we don't have the plane. We have a debris field. No. I'm telling you, it's going to be something alien related. You're going to see. And it's going to be all fake. This was all staged. I don't believe any of this.
I don't know where I heard, but somebody was like something about Cuba. That it was in Cuba, then like the debris in the field or whatever, but they never said plane. Right. So I was like, did the plane hit something?
It's got active like weapons on it. So they hit something, it's going to be a massive explosion, like you got bombed. So it's not just the plane's not going to crash. The fuel's going to ignite the bombs.
Well, I thought they said they didn't know if it had weapons on it. They clarified that it did.
Yes.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Don't put it out there if it's not positive. That we'll get flagged.
Listen, I don't appreciate the fact checking on my stuff.
No, because it's just like
who says they're right? I'm right. How do you know that I don't know somebody that they don't know? No, I watched the military guy this morning on the news. They did what it was like, and he said it was a training exercise. It was a live whatever.
Who the hell puts bombs on a training exercise plane?
Who ejects from a plane while it's just? But that's like literally.
I want to know if there's a button.
Listen, I told you what it is.
If you've ever,
you can do it. It's a handle. You pull, turn, and pull.
Okay, but like, could it be like newer now? And it's like
no, that's the. Yes, it could be something in the last.
I want it to be a red button that says "Do not push."
Maybe that's on top of it. You open that first, but
emergency only.
What they want me to believe would be the same as my friend Jimmy has a Tesla. That's like Jimmy on the way down to Atlantic City, just rolls out of the car, and the Tesla just keeps auto driving to Atlantic City. He comes out and goes, oh, I just left. It was having technical issues. No, you don't roll out until it's about to smash into the tank full of gasoline. Like I said, the training, they do not eject unless they're about to die. Your job is to maintain that plane. It's not, so you don't just leave and go, oh, it's still on autopilot, bye.
Well,
and again, I'll end with this because we could beat this beat this horse till it's dead. The U.S. military went on Twitter and asked us if we saw their plane. How stupid do you have to be like, oh, the military is asking us if we saw the plane? They don't do that.
Listen,
they don't do that. It's not to be on the milk carton tomorrow. Give me a picture of a plane.
They were
Have you
joking about
seen
that.
me?
I was dying. I was dying. I couldn't believe it.
That's crazy. So we're gonna see what happens, but it's not over. It's definitely not over. That plane's gonna resurface, or something about the plane, or something's gonna come, because it's been too calm, and they need something in between now and their new lockdowns that they're gonna start doing, because that's coming back too. And from what I hear, no one's gonna listen. Like, no one's gonna. Definitely nobody's wearing a mask again. That's just been proven that it does nothing. So,
what do you mean? It does something.
They don't. You can find all the proof on there that a mask actually helps you get sick quicker. It's absolutely does not. Right on the box of the people walking around with the blue masks, it says right on the box, does not prevent COVID-19. Right on the box. Well, and people run around with these blue masks on. Do you wear a blue mask?
No. Well,
you had to see George, my friend. He got the thing with the filter with the Darth Vader like tubes on the side. Like,
yeah, but did he do it as like a joke?
No.
Oh.
No, because when it first came out, we still had Oddfellows down in Chester, and he was, oh my, bro, and I was laughing, going, it doesn't exist. It's not going to exist in my world. I said, but he used to come in with the mask, and I'm going to wear the mask, and I said right to his face, I go, you're going to take all these precautions, and you're going to get it, and I'm going to do nothing, and it's never going to come near me. Exactly what happened. He took all the precautions. He got it like the first time he had it for months. He didn't have to get his sense of taste back for months. Like, people don't understand. If you don't live in the reality where that is, it can't touch you. Me. And we'll end on that.
Me. Wait, you can't end on it.
What are we not ending on?
We were supposed to do the breath test.
Did you find it? I was just gonna. I was gonna apologize to everybody for not doing the breath test, but if you found it,
so like I found one of them. I don't know which ones I'm finding now. I don't remember.
Go ahead.
I thought you were.
I was gonna do it with, but then I remembered I have to talk because we can't have a minute of dead air.
Yeah, I don't think it's a minute though. That's the thing.
Did I ever turn the music off, or has that just been playing the whole time?
I think it's been playing the whole time.
Let's see. Well, if it is, then you guys got to hear some music.
Yeah, but then could they hear us?
Nope, it stopped.
Okay.
I stopped it.
All right.
If you did watch this, let us know how it went. This is my first time playing around with this and putting stuff on screen. I had a whole setup ready to go, soundboard, video board, everything plugged in, nothing compatible with anything else, nothing worked. Gotta buy a whole new system again. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, how do I share the screen?
Let's pull her up on here. And you guys can watch her try to do this. This will be a good ending. And full screen layout, you should be...
Wait, I'm going to stop sharing this, so you're going to lose that.
All right, so I'll just take her out again. Oh, all right. I think when you come back, you'll be fine. Guys, if you're not following us on our social media, everything is Terror Talk or Terror Talk NJ. YouTube's Terror Talk NJ. TikTok's Terror Talk NJ. Follow us on everything. We do have, like I said, we have a bunch of live stuff planned. We're going to start doing some reels, doing some investigations, not just the talking about the trending stuff. I'm going to bring her on some of the paranormal stuff, see how she does with that. She can't even watch Scream, the movie. I can't imagine what's going to happen when something touches her and there's nothing there.
Don't be near tonight.
But I'm going to need you to pull this up or we're going to have to wrap this up.
All right. Well, you're just going to have to do a clip of me because I don't know how to.
You can just play. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about sharing it. I'll come over there and make sure you're doing it. You'll see me in the back of your camera.
Come over here.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I'm going to start it over. Running.
Yep. It says inhale, hold. What she's looking at, it's a circle, like a clock. It started at about 9 o'clock. It's now at 2 o'clock, approaching 3 o'clock. I would probably be done at the 6 o'clock range. She's doing good. It's now down at the 6. So it looks like she's got about 15 seconds left. And she doesn't look like she's breathing. Trying to watch. She could be cheating slightly, but I doubt it. She's about to win. That's it. She got it. And she's going to keep going. It reset.
Oh.
You didn't even take a breath after.
I'm breathing right now. This wasn't bad. There's one that's longer.
She's definitely a mermaid. With that, thank you guys for watching our first live. We look forward to doing more. And until next time, stay safe.
Bye.